Hey guys, in this video we're going to be seeing about input, output, and format specifiers. Output is what you want to display on the screen. How you do that is by using the printf function. What you pass as a parameter to the function is whatever you want to display to the screen, enclosed in single or double quotes. For example, hi, welcome to this video. /n. As /n, it tells the system to move on to the next line or start a new line. We save this, close it, and run it. And you can see the output. Now, before we go to input, we learn about format specifiers. So what are format specifiers? Suppose you store something in a variable and you want to print that variable. X is equal to, in x is equal to 5. Now you want to print x. Unlike other languages like Python or Rust, you can't print x directly. You have to use a format specifier. What a format specifier is, it tells the system what data type the variable is and what data type you're supposed to print. So since we're using int, we use %d /n, and after these double quotes you mention the variable that you want to print. Save it, close it, and run it. You can see it says 5. Now what happens if you print it directly as in Python? You can see that there's an error. Now we saw that for a variable of data type integer, the format specifier is %d. Suppose you want to use a float. The format specifier for float is %f, and we mention the variable with a comma. You can see the output there, 3.1415. Now a character is %c. And you can see the character output. Now the last thing we're going to see is a string. So char x square brackets mention the size, and you can see the output there. Now we learned about format specifiers and how to use them. For output, now we're going to see input. For input, it's a little bit different. We declare the variable first. We don't initialize it. I use int here. Then we use a function called scanf. Similar to printf, you use format specifiers. So I want an integer value, so %d. Then after the comma, we put ampersand x. Ampersand in C is generally used for the address. When you declare an integer value, 4 bytes of memory is saved or allocated to use for that variable. So whatever value you're receiving from the user, that value will be stored in those 4 bytes which was reserved for the variable x. Save it, close it, run it. It's it's blinking, which means it's asking me for an input. I enter 78 and the program is over. Now let me display it so we can see that the value is stored in the variable x. Printf /n percentage d comma x. Control S. Run it again. I'll enter 78 again, and it shows 78, which is the output. So that was for integer input. Similar to output, if we want a float, we use percentage %f in the scanf and in the printf. Control S, save, close, and run it. .4. Okay, so next we see char. Save. Oh, I have to change everything to C. Run. Save it and run it. I enter T and the output is T. Now the last thing is a string. So char x of 5 percentage %s percentage %s, save it, close it, run it. The last thing is a string, but the most important thing, when you take input as a string, you don't need this ampersand. Now we save it, close it, save it, close it, run it. I enter hello, and you can see the output as hello. So this has been about input, output, and format specifiers in C. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.